Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation. The atmosphere in this building is electric as we get a chance to see an energized college player plugged into the roster. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Now the starting group for the visitors. Johnson is out there with Brown. Then there's Harrell, and it's Dadier in at the 3, the small forward. And for Seattle, they've got Lewis. Peyton is out there with Brandon Roy. Then it's Kemp, and it's Durant in at the small forward position.
Here we go.
Now Brown, pass to Harrell. Here's Dadier. His three-pointers off the mark. And it's Seattle with the ball. KD looking around. That misses off the backboard.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Here's Brown. Driving the lane. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Baseline J on the way. Shard Lewis pulls it in. And Kemp, here we go. That one good for 2.
And Kemp seems to relish contact on the way up. He just embraces all types of challenges.
Pass to Dadier. Harrell kicks to Johnson. They get it back. For 3, Roy sinks the three-pointer.
They trust Roy at the arc because he's pretty selective. He takes the shots he believes he can make.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Here's Brown. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Durant for 3. And again, Seattle with the triple.
And off the chart potential for Kevin Durant, especially if he can hit that consistently.
To the wing right side. Dadier shot is off. Seattle with the ball. 4-point game. And here's Roy. The 3 from KD. Rebound by Harrell. 35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. On the wing, Johnson. Takes it off the glass.
Well, you gotta love the confidence this kid plays with. Johnson feels like he can score inside whenever he wants.
26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Lewis. The three ball. It's not going to go for him. Here's Dadier. Kemp defending. Round the pass to Johnson. The tray. Cans it from downtown. Johnson's got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Up 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Pope is out there with Johnson. Then there's J.R. Smith. Then there's Bosch. And it's Carswell in at the center position. Roy's gone 2 of 3 shooting from deep here. Pass to Pope. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Pope, a 3-pointer is right on target. Pope's got 6 points in the quarter.
And look, when someone is shooting from that distance, it makes it very difficult on the defense.
From outside the arc, and another 3 for Seattle.
And Detlef is one of the best at filling it up from deep. Just possesses great height and that high release point.
.146 left here in the second.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Dadier. Lewis covering. Scott against Roy. And there's Harrell. That's good on the assist by Scott.
And improving as a shot maker every year. Harrell has to be accounted for defensively.
.119 left to play here in the second quarter. Kemp passes to Peyton. For 3, Roy. And another 3 for Seattle.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Peyton outside. Pass to Roy. The 3 hits it from 3-point range. Roy's got the lead up to 6 now for Seattle.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Roy against Scott.
And you have to appreciate the work ethic. that Roy has, a true gym rat, and this guy just wants to get better.
This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Roy. And both free throws good for Roy.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Out to the right wing. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Johnson in the corner. Takes a three. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
A strong catch and shoot option. Opponents will learn you can't give Johnson those kind of looks.
He gets that one. Roy's got 16.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Johnson's shot is off. Here's Lewis. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And so it's Seattle, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Brandon Roy really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
So with Thomas sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Brandon Roy. Kemp is out there with Lewis. And it's Durant. And it's Payton in at the 1 spot. Now here's Harrell. From outside, off the mark. Durant with it. For the 3. And another 3 for Seattle.
Well, look, just a few years ago, that's a bad shot. But not anymore. The kick out to Brown. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Brown's got 7 points in the game. And so Payton will bring it up for Seattle. Pass to KD. Roy fires from way outside. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And Seattle leads by 12. You have to like what we're seeing from Brandon Roy. Well, I'd think about throwing something new at him. Maybe bring another defender, force the ball out of his hands.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third. Here's Johnson, and slam dunk by Johnson.
There's that swagger. Johnson putting on a show.
Now, here's Payton. He has yet to score. You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his O. This is exactly why so many were high on Johnson coming into the league, because he's a natural, tenacious scorer. And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And here is Johnson after the three-pointer from KD.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Roy passes to Kemp, outside for Durant. Jacks up a three, and again, Seattle with the triple.
Well, the classics still work. He proves it there by making a successful inside-out play.
Pass to Dadier. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
Launches it from deep. A shot by Johnson, no good. Now Peyton. No scoring in this one. 1 second left. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Seattle. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Brown, also Johnson out there. And it's Harrell in at the power forward. Here's Johnson. Beyond the arc. Can't get it. KD on the wing. Covered by Johnson.
And he has got an incredible jump shot for that size. Durant's accurate from just about anywhere on the floor.
Durant's getting it done tonight. Efficiently here from the floor. 6 of 10 so far. Harrell against Lewis. Now Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. It's in there.
Gotta have a lot of control to hit the midi, and Johnson does.
Johnson against Roy. Now Durant lets loose a three. Three, good.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Johnson up top. Great D. That forced that miss.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And he is cold-blooded, drops the dagger, piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
No good from Roy. Fires from deep. The shot, no good. Seattle leading by 19. Here's Kemp, and Kemp with the slam.
The ultimate man-child. Kemp, one of the most flamboyant finishers in our league.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Harrell finds Brown. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Kemp takes the 13-footer. That one doesn't drop. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Pass to Harrell. Brown outside. And it's off from three-point range. Lewis against Johnson. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, I love watching Lewis with a hammer on that one, refusing to just lay it up.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Brown outside.
Johnson against KD. Knocks down the three. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
Who's got Gary?
Missed on the three. It's taken away by Peyton. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Brandon Roy. Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. So is Stockton on the bench. This is the group John Nelson has on the floor right now. They've got Mullen. Malone is out there with Robinson. Then it's Drexler. And it's Johnson in at the point guard position. And for Seattle, they've got Adebayo. Roy out there with Gary Payton. Then there's Shawn Kemp. And it's Durant in at the 3. Tip-off goes to Seattle. Here's Kemp. Durant kicks to Payton. Shoots it. Durant. Good. That one is off. And he sinks the second. And here's Seattle. Pass to Roy. Stolen by Magic. Here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
Love the show.
Drexler against Roy. Outside, Adebayo. Kemp dishes to Roy. Good, and it's Kemp who picks up the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there, that makes the game easy.
Outside Roy. Pass to Durant. Here's Payton. Kemp kicks to KD. And again, Seattle with the triple.
And off the chart potential for Kevin Durant, especially if he can hit that consistently.
Drexler high post. Lets it fly from 18. Jump shot is good that time.
Yeah, just taking what the defense gives you right there. Sometimes the best shot is in the mid-range.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Johnson against Payton. Malone outside. Robinson a screen on Kemp. Back to Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
Nice vision. When a teammate's got that much room to operate, you got to get it to him.
Robinson's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Here's Adebayo. Mullen with the defensive effort. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. To the middle. Kicks it out to Drexler. Here's Malone. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Robinson up top. 6 points for him. No dice from the high post. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Seattle. They trail by 3. Roy kicks to Kemp. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Seattle missing again. KD's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Drexler passes to Johnson. Now here is Mullen. Over Adebayo. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Kemp inside. Robinson on him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on David Robinson.
And this is the guy, Sean Kemp, all the talent in the world, could be a perennial double-double machine, just a matter of staying focused.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Some changes for Seattle. Barry's checked in for Roy, and Thomas subbed in for Payton. First free throw is good. And so Kent nails both of them.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
Drexler outside. Launches it. Good on the three-point shot. Drexler's got 5 points so far.
And Hardaway always looking to incorporate his teammates. You can see him keeping his eyes moving in order to make sure he's ready to deliver to the open man.
Here's Barry. Pass to Thomas. It's up a 3. Buries it from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Right back at you. Instant retaliation for the 3 at the other end.
Here's Barry. Pass to Thomas. Back to Kemp. And here is Thomas. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Adebayo. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Adebayo's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Hardaway kicks to Robinson. Rebounded by Kemp. Left side Durant. Fires the 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. The 90s team, they're up by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
So with Payton on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Isaiah Thomas out there with Brandon Roy. Then it's Schrempf. Then there's Barry. And it's Adebayo in at the center position. Now here's Hardaway. He had a nice open look right there.
And that's the rub. I mean, as good as Olajuwon is on the blocks, he can be equally as effective from mid-range.
Pass to Roy. Beyond the arc. And it's Malone with the rebound. From the stripe. Hardaway with a wide open look. No good with the triple. Seattle trails by 4. Three-pointer. Detlef Schrempf, and that's good. Schrempf's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Detlef is one of the best at filling it up from deep. Just possesses great height and that high release point.
And so Don Nelson calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Gary Payton, he's checked in for Isaiah Thomas. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Johnson, the pass to Hornacek. Kicks it out to Malone. It's stolen by Adebayo. On the wing, Payton. Pass to Roy. Fires the three. And another three for Seattle.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Now, here's Malone. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. On the wing, Brandon Roy. Hornacek covering. Here's Barry. No good on the three. Johnson, the pass to Olajuwon. Back to Johnson. Pass to Olajuwon. Here's Malone. And yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim. Malone's got 4 points in the quarter.
A lethal shooter from mid-range. Malone loves taking those shots when the D gives him the space.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Payton passes to Barry. Three-pointer. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Pass to Malone. Back to Johnson. Inside, Olajuwon. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
Johnson against Payton. Here's Barry. And the layup's good off the glass.
Strong play down low. He's not afraid to get a few bruises.
We've got 1:48 left now here in the second. Sweet move. Johnson can't get it to go. On the wing, Payton. He's covered by Malone. A nice shot by Roy.
They trust Roy at the arc because he's pretty selective. He takes the shots he believes he can make.
And so Don Nelson calls a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Some changes for Seattle. Kemp comes in for Schrempf, and it's Gill and for Roy. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Drexler. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. And that's now 10 points for Clyde Drexler. And it's Seattle with the ball. They trail by 1. Outside, Kemp. Pass to Gill. From deep. The rebound by Johnson. Slam dunk, Magic Johnson.
Oh, that is just a pretty move, folks. That handle is tight. Defender had no answer.
56 seconds left in the second quarter. Payton against Johnson. Here's Gill. Back to Payton. Lets a floater go. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And Gary Payton is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the half. Johnson finds Robinson. Drexler right side. Oh, yeah. Yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And how about the offensive explosion here by Clyde Drexler? Has really developed his skill set. No one's been able to match up with him all night.
And so Payton will bring it up for Seattle. It's a 5-point game. Here's Gill. And a miss there on the triple. Johnson, the pass to Robinson. And he can't jam it through.
Oh, boy, he attacks, but how about that rim protection? That is so good.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The 90s team leading by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been a clinic so far from Clyde Drexler.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. So is Stockton on the bench. This is the group John Nelson has on the floor right now. They've got Drexler. Robinson is out there at Malone. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Mullen in at the 3, the small forward. Payton finds Kemp. For 3, Roy. And good coming on the assist by Kemp. Roy's got 12 in the game.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
Yeah, and if he can stay hot from out there, his three-point shot could be the tool they use to win this game.
And here is Robinson. Brandon Roy getting his 3 to go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Seattle trails by 4. Outside Kemp. Durant in the corner. Here's the 3. Clyde Drexler grabs the miss. Takes the 3. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Boy, he is just putting this team on his back right now, and when he's got his rhythm, you just keep playing through him.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Outside Roy.
Hey, yo, right here.
From 10 feet out, and it's off the back rim. No good. Pass to Mullen. Now, here's Johnson. Here's Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
He is just always a step ahead of the defense. Magic runs this offense with absolute precision.
It's Kemp on the wing. Here's Adebayo. Rebounded by Malone. Malone's got his 4th rebound in this one. Robinson kicks to Drexler. Up again, and Robinson is right there.
I mean, just throwing himself on the offensive glass, Robinson knows he has the size and length to capitalize there.
Now here's Payton. Nothing on the board. Roy misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Robinson dishes to Johnson. Pass to Drexler. Down low. Here's Malone. The basket good off the assist from Drexler. Malone's got 10 points in the game.
The more good work he does inside, the more it helps his entire game.
Payton passes to Kemp. For three, Roy. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 7 rebounds in the game. And the dunk by Drexler.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And Seattle making a change here. Thomas is checked in. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Will it go? Sinks the triple. Thomas got his second basket of the game.
Well, Isaiah Thomas, a deadly pull-up shooter, right? This guy is masterful at creating separation.
Outside Robinson. Thomas with the steal. That one doesn't go. Good D by Hardaway. Here's Drexler. Here's Malone. Seattle grabs the miss. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time. He just makes scoring look so effortless. It's why you love watching Roy play the game.
And here's Drexler. Brandon Roy getting his 3 to go. Drexler, no good. 1:07 left here in the third quarter. Adebayo kicks to Roy. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for Seattle.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Here's Seattle. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Oh, KD buries the 3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And so Don Nelson calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Olajuwon outside. Hardaway for three. Rebounded by Kemp. Kemp's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Durant puts up a deep three. And good coming on the assist by Kemp. Kemp's got 5 assists in the game. KD's gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field, 50% so far. There's a whistle and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his first foul. Johnson outside. Olajuwon on the wing. Back to Johnson. Johnson finishes inside with ease.
And thanks to that bucket, he's finally able to stop that little 15-0 run by Seattle.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game and both teams putting up points in a hurry. The 90s team leading by just 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with Thomas sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Shrimp out there with Kemp. Then there's Barry. Then there's Gill. And it's Payton in at the 1 spot. To take the lead, Detlef Schrempf, and that's good. And Seattle leads by 1.
Zero hesitation there. He decided to shoot before he even got it.
Outside, Drexler tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Payton kicks to Schrempf. Back to Payton. Pass to Barry. Here's Schrempf. And again, Seattle with the triple.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
Kemp, another shot, and it's good on the way up.
A great follow-up, attacking the boards and getting that second chance bucket.
Johnson surveying the floor. Olajuwon finds Worthy. To the paint, trying to find Drexler. He's got it now. To halt the run, and finished off by Drexler.
How about the explosive vertical there? Not much you can do to stop Drexler once he gets to the rim.
Pass to Gill. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Schrempf with the steal. Here's Kemp. And Kemp with the slam.
The ultimate man-child. Kemp, one of the most flamboyant finishers in our league.
And so Don Nelson calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Some changes for Seattle. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Schrempf. Durant comes in for Barry. And it's Roy in for Gill. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Johnson, the pass to Drexler. Outside Mullen. Here's Robinson. Jumper is off. Here's Seattle. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Down it goes.
goes for three.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
2 points. That one goes.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
Durant knocks down the three.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Now, here's Johnson. And it's sent back by Kemp. 4 on the clock, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kemp. Trailing by 10. 3 on the clock. Johnson fires, and the three misses. And it's Seattle with the ball. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Here's Johnson. Following the basket by Bam Adebayo.
I love watching Malone just use that strength. He's so good at just kind of burrowing his way inside and then finishing above the rim.
Seattle leading by 10. Shoots it up. Adebayo. Oh, what a play inside.
Oh, a sweet jam. He really stuffed that one in.
Johnson outside. Here's Robinson. Drexler scanning the floor.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
Good. Lays it right in there.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
That's good from Peyton.
You know, we don't talk about defense a ton, especially with guards. But Gary Payton, he can change a game with his D.
Robinson. And that one falls.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, we know how hard this guy works and how skilled he is at it.
Takes the three. Robinson there for the rebound. From deep. Green from outside. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Well, you look up at the scoreboard, the time remaining, this game is effectively over.
Well, you have to appreciate the hard work that went into building this lead. They have been terrific all night.
Now, here is Robinson. Not gonna go. Malone against Kemp. Knocked away. Malone with the steal. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. From outside, buries the deep ball. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, I'm Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you joining us for tonight's game. We'll see you later on.